welcome back. I'm Sandy, and on this episode of In the Kitchen with Sandy, I've got something really great to share with you. I made this for dinner last night. This is my very low carb to no carb crust pizza, and the internet exploded. Instagram, people wanting the recipe for this, how to make it. So I aim to please, so I'm going to show you how to do this. It's so easy to make. What we're going to be using is some cream cheese. Now you want to make sure this is room temperature. I even popped it in the microwave for 15-20 seconds just to make sure that it's workable, but you do want to make sure that it's completely room temperature. I've also got some Parmesan cheese here, and it is important that you do use the powdery Parmesan cheese, not the shredded Parmesan cheese that you shred, because this acts as a binding. It helps bind it to make it crust. And we're going to use some eggs, and here I've got a little bit of garlic, crushed garlic, and I've got some garlic powder, and these are going to be my toppings. Tonight I'm choosing some onions and some mushrooms, some pepperoni, I can't think, and just some sauce and cheese. Now you can use anything that you want to put on your pizza. I was going to add some green peppers on there tonight, but it's a no-go. My husband says no, so I'm lucky to get the mushrooms on there. But I just wanted to show you, add anything that you want to add on your pizza. It's going to be amazing. So what you're going to do is, to your cream cheese mixture, you're going to add your, well, you know what, let's go ahead and combine the eggs first with it. Let's do that. All right, and you're just going to mix this with a hand mixer, and you want to make sure that you use the hand mixer. Go ahead and throw in your Parmesan cheese. And then we're going to toss in our garlic and the garlic salt. Now, if you've seen the recipe that's floating around that I posted to the cooking groups that I belong to, this is just for one pizza. And what I made last night, if you've seen the pictures of the pizza I made last night, we're going to do some pepper and salt in here. If you've seen the pictures that I made last night, I used more than this. I made like more of like a deep dish pizza. This is going to be a thinner crust pizza, so this is the recipe for a like a thinner crust pizza. But if you want to make it like a deep dish, you're going to want to double the ingredients. That way it'll make for a bigger Okay, and I've got my cookie sheet here sprayed liberally with a non-stick cooking spray. That's very important. And also, I forgot to tell you, make sure your oven is preheated to 375. Once we get this, we're going to bake this first for about 12 to 15 minutes. And like I said, last night I done the deep dish one, so it had to bake a little bit longer. I will give you the exact measurements, exact time, on inthekitchenwithsandy.blogspot.com. Now this is runny. Don't be frightened. Don't be afraid of it. Pour it right onto your liberally sprayed baking sheet. Get every bit of it. And then you're just going to spread this around. And what I like about this is, like I said, this is basically no carb. So you just throw whatever you want to on top of it. Some chicken, maybe a chicken bacon ranch pizza. Play with it a little bit. Make it your own. Now we're going to pop this in the oven, 375, for about 12, 13, 14, 15 minutes. I'll let you know the exact time because I like to bake it to my desired likings, and then I'll meet you back here and we'll top it with our ingredients and we'll move on. My crust was in the oven for 15 minutes exactly at 375, and I want you to look at how this is crisped up down there. See, it's nice and golden brown around the corners, and it's just nice and crispy. What you're going to do next is go ahead and add your sauce. And I've left this sit. When I brought it out of the oven, I let it sit for about 10 minutes to let it cool some. And this is exactly what it should look like. And And then you go ahead and throw on your veggies of choice. You could, like I said, you could do any type of pizza here. Anything you want to throw on there, whatever your heart desires. Last night I done sausage and pepperoni and mushrooms and onions and all that good stuff. And just put what you want to put on there. I like onion on mine. Of course, you got to throw it on the table. Throw a little bit on the table first. I like lots of onion on it. These are just diced onions. And then we're going to throw some pepperoni. That's a good thing about making your own pizzas at home. You can put, you know, you order out and it's like, oh my gosh, who made this pizza? They didn't put anything on it. You can put as much as your heart desires on it. And if you're eating low carb, this is perfect, absolutely perfect for you. And then I'm going to do a few mushrooms. I'm just going to do some of my half because my husband does not like mushrooms. He don't know what he's missing, does he? Top it with our cheese. I like to go ahead and top it off with a little extra pepper because I like the bite to it. And just a touch more of salt just because I like my pizza salty. Now remember, we've bumped the temperature up on the oven to 450. So we'll go back in the oven for about another 12 minutes or so. I'll let you know the exact time, like I said. And then we'll be ready to eat. I can't wait to show you how delicious this is. Okay, look how pretty this is. Look how gorgeous. Now this was in the oven for the second time at 450 for about 12 minutes. Look at the crust, it got nice and crispy. Just the way my husband likes it. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut me a piece of this. Now you wanna make sure that you let it cool a little bit before you start trying to get it out of there. I haven't let it cool quite enough, but I'm going to attempt to get it out. Look at that. Perfect. Of course, you know I'm going to try me a bite of it. And all that cheese. How can you go wrong? That's delicious. You're gonna love this. You're really gonna like this. And the longer you let it bake, the better it is. That's the bottom, like nice and golden brown on the bottom. Absolutely amazing. Make sure you give this a try, and I appreciate you watching all my videos. Make sure you try this and tag me on Instagram, In the Kitchen with Sandy, hashtag. Show me what you've made. I want to see it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.